If you're the type of person who enjoys large German vehicles, I may have just the headphones for you. None of this plastic portable nonsense, but proper metal and German selected materials with a confidence-inspiring heft that somehow manages to go largely unnoticed the more you listen. The Amiron Wireless are the big German touring sedan of Bluetooth headphones. They're high performance, but leaning heavily towards luxury. Not really a runaround noise-canceling, fold-up-in-your carry-on type of Bluetooth headphones either. These headphones demand ample room to travel. They will fall right off if involved in any sort of strenuous activity, and they assume that you will provide an appropriately quiet venue in which to enjoy them. That's not to say they don't get loud, they certainly do, but they do little to block out any noise around you, especially mechanical noises like air conditioners, fans, or engines. But that's not at all what these were designed for. Let's take a run through the features. These are a closed-back, around-the-ear design featuring Beyerdynamic's Tesla drivers and Bluetooth 4.2 technology that includes a range of high-quality codecs to get the most out of your various Bluetooth devices. Touch controls are integrated into the right ear cup, allowing you to complete most typical functions for playback and even controlling multiple phone calls and calling up voice commands with a series of tap, swipe, and hold combinations that feel natural and are quick to learn. You'll also find the power button, USB-C charging port, as well as the 3.5mm connection for wired use. They do ship with the necessary 1.2-meter 3.5mm cable with inline remote control, a USB-C to A cable for charging, and a semi-rigid travel case. Fully charged in just 2 hours, the 1050 mAh battery gives a suggested runtime of over 30 hours, although this will vary depending on your listening habits. Now, I think the Amiron sound good right out of the box, but by downloading the additional Miy app, you can take a hearing test, customize a profile specifically to your hearing, upload it back into your headphones, and then use it when you're listening to any other Bluetooth device. The app also lets you track your listening habits so you know when you're hitting your daily listening limits and you can take a break. That must be nice. And it also allows you to customize the sensitivity of those touch controls. Frequency response is listed at 5 to 40,000 Hz during wired operation. Now, I couldn't find any specs or frequency charts for the Bluetooth side of things, and I'm hoping at some point in the near future to set up a test rig so that I can get some at least baseline numbers to share with you in these kind of situations where there's just no published specs for how we really use the product. If you'd like to help me get that set up sooner rather than later, head over to Patreon, link down in the description below, where you can contribute to the projects. As you would expect though with these headphones, the sound quality is improved when you use the cable over the Bluetooth. The convenience of wireless absolutely makes the sonic trade-offs worth it for me anyway for everyday casual listening, but serious listeners will be happy that they include that cable for more in-depth listening sessions. So let's talk about using them. Beyerdynamic is not shy at all about letting you know that these are for home use, for serious listening, and not just consuming. Now, if you play a musical instrument, you can probably relate to the feeling of picking up an instrument for the first time and having it kind of dictate to you what you feel like you want to play. There's that innate capacity for an instrument to transfer a feeling to you and kind of shape your approach. And headphones can have a similar effect, for me anyway, on what I listen to. So for me, the Amiron kind of felt like sitting down in mid-floor seats at a nice theater. They're a clean, mostly blank canvas, makes you feel like any one of your favorite bands could walk out on the stage and play a great show. Of course, there are the telltale signs that you're in the Beyerdynamic theater. There's the unmistakable warmth to the top end of the sonic picture, and those big cushy ear pads. So Amiron are not quite the wireless version of the $200 DT770 that we all love, and especially at a price of $700 right now, that leans closer to a wireless version of the $600 DT1770, but they are one of the best Bluetooth headphones I've personally heard. With the need to cram the battery, Bluetooth receiver, converters, amplifiers, charging circuitry, touch controls all into the headphones themselves, the sound quality of the Beyerdynamic Luxury series has been really impressive. I'm using the Avento wireless in the wired configuration right now, and I really enjoy these headphones. They get plenty loud for any type of home listening I do, although like every Bluetooth headset I've tried recently with modern tracks, anything purchased from iTunes, like Adele albums, Paul Simon, Dave Matthews Band, Pat Metheny Group, that's not a crazy, loud, that's jazz. But if you turn any of those kind of things on via Bluetooth with your device, say from your iPhone to the Bluetooth headphones, and you turn them all the way up, the headphones overdrive and distort dramatically. Now, I can't imagine ever actually listening to anything that loud, and being able to turn them all the way up does work really well for quieter podcasts and things of that nature, but it is something to be aware of. As always, only having these for a month isn't much of an in-depth review. This is just a first look. With the amount of other listening I have to do on a daily basis, it's difficult for me to find tons of times to sit down with large sets of headphones for a serious listening session. I'm currently testing out the Avento wireless, and it's interesting already how much I'm just able to use them so much more due to their compact size, and I can walk around and get things done without them being a burden. I find myself keeping the smaller Avento on far more than I ever did with the Amiron, as the Amiron were more of an immersive experience and they really demanded your attention. So the Amiron are a luxury item, and I don't think there's any reason to apologize for that. If you want a raw, practical, and more affordable critical listening experience, by all means go ahead and buy a pair of the DT770. Those are fantastic, they're all performance. But if you want a bit of luxury, a bit of impractical pampering that has all of the features that you never knew you needed, the Amiron really does have you covered. I'll miss that little voice that greets you every time you turn them on. I have to hand it to Beyerdynamic on this one. What feels a little bit silly at first with the whole personalization app and the hearing test, which I still have doubts about the effectiveness of self-administering a test in less than ideal surroundings, but the experience is a personal one. I've genuinely enjoyed the wireless versions of these headphones more than their wired counterparts. For everyday casual use, the convenience of Bluetooth really does outweigh the sonic benefits of a wire for me most of the time. If you've got the budget, check these out and let me know what you think. Head over to the website for more information, resources, tools, and free videos. Thanks to everyone who supports the channel through the affiliate links in the description below by visiting the website, and to those who really make this happen by supporting these videos directly on Patreon, thank you so much. If you'd like to make a contribution, however small, you'll find the link below or on the homepage at DcSoundOp.com.
To our sister republic, south of our border, we offer a special pledge to convert our good words into good deeds, in a new alliance for progress, to assist free men and free government in casting off the chains of poverty. But this peaceful revolution of hope cannot become the prey of hostile powers. Let all our neighbors know that we shall join with them to oppose aggression or subversion anywhere in the Americas.